This is the second month that Apple has blocked my apps from getting up again. They say I'm too poor to get them. They say I don't have enough in my bank account. This is month number 2. Nobody speaks to me for 5 years. It's the truth. So I don't know if this is a new policy of Apple, and it's pretty outrageous if that's the case. The noise here is too great and horrifying to ever be able to read. So looking into it is honestly out of the question. Right now I don't have to have my ears plugged. It's kind of amazing. And yesterday and the day before, and ever since I ever moved here, all I will never forget is that you go to concentrate and you go to read. And you start to read, you're reading one sentence, then you're on to the next sentence, and you're about 2 sentences into whatever it is that you're reading. And then all this fucking crazy noise comes, dude. And about year 2 of being trapped in this room and living in this terrace cell, about the second year, I had mild panic attacks about that, as anybody would. And this is the sort of stuff, along with all the other horrid atrocities I survived, I'll never fucking forget. When you're somewhere like that, you know that that city or town doesn't have, excuse me, very much longer to keep going on at that rate. There's no fucking way any people, or whatever the word, well sustained for much longer. They are being preserved. And part of that was these generals. Some of them they knocked off in here. They didn't knock them off. I don't know who knocked them off, but they got killed. The very evil Iranian Russian generals. They were some of the ones that wanted to take Putin out. I don't quite understand the dynamics of this. They're really fucking evil. I've been hiding from my life for days. And then who's still here? Right. My green light was the male and the female. The female from here is always over next door in 1507. And they'll be knocked off. And because of that, I can't explain all this. I really am too injured. And then when they are knocked off, there goes all the presidents, and there goes all of these major cities, okay? So Putin, what headline do they run? They run, this is going to go on decades. There's no way on earth, in laws of science, and I'm not going to sit here and dispute a case, there's no way a city like this with this kind of people can even go on much longer. I can't find word. I read these commencement. I read this Ukrainian fucking son of a bitch. And he's doing commencements and all these despots who covered up organ harvesting and just absolute atrocities. And I pray for the deaths of all those college students. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And of course, all the despots there going on TV once again. This is all they do. If you're not able to see that, God help you. These people are on camera, some sort of camera, almost 24 hours a day. And I know it'll happen at some point, probably soon. And that's what I'm trying to prepare the world for, is that there's going to be tens of millions of dead Americans because they brought it on themselves. Right? They took over all these companies like Apple and all these companies. Our Wall Street is fake. It's all rigged. I don't have other words. Just try to understand what I'm saying. It's a glass floor that's going to shatter and crash. I've been saying that. There's no keeping this here. It's been preserved. The city's preserved. You can't even read into 3 sentences without some calamity noise. And it isn't just the construction. It's the people with their cars. It's the insanity that they bring wherever they go. They put all these organized crime individuals in their police force, and they give them sirens, and they're jacked up on speed, and everybody knows that they're good guys. While I'm making this one statement here on video, sorry, I'm trapped in a room. I'm trapped in a fucking terrifying squat pad fucking rat's nest, and this shit always in my throat. It's just fucking horrible here. Let me try to clear my throat. It's really fucking serious here. I'm gonna survive it thanks to the special forces. Let me finish my point here. I'm so sorry I'm all over it, but I don't think anyone judges me. Putin's saying this is gonna go 10 fucking years more, double years, 20. He's smart mouthing. Once these fucking dudes got dropped, they're not dudes, just forgive me with words. Putting that on me to use the right words is wicked. I'm just going to speak with what I have because I can't hardly speak at all. Once these dudes dropped in here, I don't know how many more there are. I'm not going to get into it. It's not for me anyways. And once their own people fucking cannibalized them and started harvesting their organs too, it's over, folks. I've been telling you, these fucking people, excuse my language, are capable of using a chemical weapon on the island of Manhattan like you don't even know. I'm not going to repeat myself every day. It is so fucking over. And once they come back for this man in the basement and this fucking deranged bitch who ate some of them, all I smelled yesterday was cooked human remains and dead bodies. Once they come back, they come after this house, they take all these politicians out. And now I'm repeating myself. And then the politicians in the cities are major cities. We're done. I mean, and so you can see that Putin knows it. He knows it's coming. And all his little friends. And then he smart mouths and says he's just going to go down like the Saudi Arabians. They're just smart mouthing. They're really vicious humans. And they just say the most vile shit. It's part of their makeup. It's part of them. I can't describe more. It's part of them to say the most vile shit, like they're under some sort of possession before they're put to death. They just keep spewing the most wicked shit out of their mouths. It's true. It was on historical record. They didn't shut up until they were killed. It's fucking fact. It's legal fact. The man has it coming now, okay? It is so ugly what's going to happen here. And when you're in a city where you can't even read more than 3 sentences before some calamity noise, you know that's not going to sustain. The people who were sustaining it are some of these evil generals that died in here, and the good generals, and I can't explain it further. If you can't figure that out for yourselves, I really can't help you anymore, man. These military top cops have been sustaining all of this from fucking calamity. And there's going to be a point where they're not going to, all right? And you're not going to have little cars to drive and do fucking heinous shit on your little streets. You're just not. And the good guys, they're not on some sort of power trip like that. They don't want to threaten people's daily lives. But in cities like this that support terrorism and cruised by and rev their engines past some fucking place that was this horrific, that kind of lifestyle does not last for decades upon decades. No, you're in fucking complete delusion. This morning my bathroom smelled like fucking explosives again. And Apple has a hack. I'm trying to go back to the places I pivoted from because I know I'm all over the map. I can't believe I'm still the fucking here. This is month 2 where they're charging me just to upload an app. And what they do is they make it so I have to delete the app because they rig everything to the IEDs. I really cannot be explaining this anymore. They have their terrorists in here littering the place with goddamn IEDs. And I had to delete them, and now I can't get them back because Apple has made it so I'm too poor to get them back. And I just give up at this. I give up at this. Okay, but I'm alive in here. And there's shit in my eyes, by the way. There's shit in my fucking throat. It's just horrible here. My face is just flamed out from the chemicals I'm exposed to around the clock in this fucking place. Okay, and I'm going to be using the Facebook today because I can't get anything else to work. Okay, hopefully by God that they won't start hacking that, because otherwise I'm really shut down. I'm down to Facebook and YouTube. I'm really shut down, people. Okay, bye.